Ladies and gents, I am the one and only DJ Storms, and I would like to welcome each and every single one of you back here to the channel on YouTube.com. As of course, it is Thursday, June 2nd, 2022, and this is the official rundown for NXT In Your House 2022, which of course is streaming live this Saturday, June 4th, on Peacock, with the pre-show starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, main show starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This is yet another NXT special that is accompanying a WWE main roster pay-per-view. The last time that we saw one of these was back in April when NXT Stand and Deliver accompanied WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2, but WrestleMania took place at nighttime. Meanwhile, Stand and Deliver, that took place in the afternoon. I was contemplating even coming on here and live streaming, but I figured that, it's a weekend where I can cover more content. It's a weekend where I can get more eyes potentially on the brand. More videos definitely equals more eyes on the brand. It equals more views, yada, 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 all that other good stuff. And on top of that, I do kind of feel obligated. To cover the show, considering that I have so many people. You really have no idea. I do have a lot of people that come to me and say that I am legitimately their eyes and ears for everything pro wrestling related. And they legitimately just watch me. And they don't give two shits about anything that the WWE product does. Let me adjust the camera. Here we go. Just the camera right here. We got Michael Vasquez and Kenzie TV, both in the chat. Shout out to them. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really don't expect a big turnout here. I'm going to be real. I really don't expect a big turnout right here. I don't want this to go too long either because, let's be real, no one gives a fuck about NXT. NXT sucks. When Monday Night Raw is, by default, the best brand in WWE as we speak, you know that NXT is fucking bad. And I mean, it is fucking bad. I was talking about it with Jay Alletto. Shout out to him. He was on my channel a few days ago on Tuesday evening for the rundown for WWE Hell in a Cell. He's a great guy. I love having him on the channel. He was on the channel on Tuesday, and he even said it himself. He doesn't even watch NXT anymore. And that's coming from a guy like him who loved NXT back in the day when it was the black and gold brand. Same thing with me. I loved NXT back in the day when it was the black and gold brand, the real NXT brand, if you know what I'm talking about. But regardless of that, obviously the black and gold is dead. It is never coming back, unfortunately, and we're stuck with this unicorn semen version of NXT. I'm taking a look at the card. It doesn't look like it's a terrible card. I'm going to be honest here. I actually expect a show that's better than Hell in a Cell in terms of an in-ring standpoint. You take a look at the matches on this show, and we're looking at some decent fucking matches on the show. Not even going to bullshit you. Got some decent fucking matches on the show, but again, no one gives a fuck. Seriously, the brand is fucking dead. I didn't even watch Tuesday's NXT. I streamed live on YouTube talking about Hell in a Cell and previewing and predicting the show with Jay Alletto because I just didn't give a fuck about NXT. I stopped covering NXT on the channel. I stopped covering NXT's weekly show on the channel because of how bad it is. We're stuck with what we got. The show was poorly built up. I don't give a shit about the feuds at all. I really don't. I don't understand how anyone could, if I'm going to be quite honest here. And again, like I said, I don't expect a big turnout for this, but we're gonna work with what we got. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna try and turn chicken shit into chicken salad, and hopefully we should get somewhat of a decent turnout by the end of the stream. But I really do not expect many viewers, if I'm going to be quite honest here. Maybe a couple of day one viewers here and there that have always been the loyal viewers, but I don't really expect too many people to stop on by the channel. But for the few people that are joining me, and for whoever is going to join me, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time, stopping by to hang with me and talk about some more pro wrestling. The Summer of Storms kickoff tour has not slowed down. I am continuing the tour throughout the week. It has certainly been a busy week for me, and it is only going to get busier because we once again have a busy weekend. I see Dee Dee just joined into the chat. She is the #1 mod around here, so do not fuck with her or else you will get blocked and you will never be able to comment in my chats on the channel ever again. But I greatly appreciate everyone stopping by, and hopefully we do get somewhat of a decent turnout. I don't really expect too much. We're going to do our best to dissect everything, go in depth about everything that is going down this Saturday live on Peacock. And if I'm not my usual self, if I'm not my usual energetic self, you know why. I just don't give a fuck about NXT. I really don't. But regardless of that, we're going to work with what we got, and we're going to try and have a fun time. Come on in and hang with me. Talk about some professional wrestling. I see Earl Cole's actually live right now. Earl Cole is actually live right now. Maybe I'll stop in his chat. Do a little chat stalking. We're gonna have some fun. You gotta have some fun, even though NXT sucks. But before we get into the normal bullshit, please make sure, if you haven't already done so, follow me on social media. Follow me on both Twitter and Instagram at HistoryMakerDJS. That is at HistoryMakerDJS on both Twitter and Instagram. You will be able to find those links in the description, as well as the link to my Facebook. Go and add me on Facebook. For collaborations and business inquiries, please send me an email. My email is, of course, StormsTakeOver@gmail.com. Like the official DJ Storms business page, and I may just send you an invite to join the official DJ Storms Posse group on Facebook. That is, all those links are in the description. If you guys missed Monday's video, which was the rewind for AEW Double or Nothing 2022, that is currently live on the channel right now. Go and check that one out if you missed it. That link is in the description, as well as the link to the rundown for WWE Hell in a Cell 2022, which streamed live on Tuesday evening. Jay Alletto was my guest. Shout out to him. He is fantastic, and I do hope one day to work again with him in the near future. Hopefully, I'll be back on PWP Nation YouTube channel, because I do love Jay Alletto. Jay Aletto's great. Jay Aletto's a great guy. He's a fun guy to talk to, fun guy to hang around, and very fun guy to collaborate with. Very knowledgeable wrestling fan and a very knowledgeable human being as well. I feel like I'm putting him over more so than I've been doing myself in this entire stream. Regardless of that, those two links to those two videos, those two streams, are in the description. Please make sure you go and check them out if you missed them. If you haven't already done so, I don't really expect too many likes on this video. I hope at least to get 10 likes on this video. Please make sure that you hit the like button when you come on in. If you have not already done so, it is vital that you do so. Hit the like button when you come on in. And please make sure, if you haven't already done so, please make sure that you share the stream out on all platforms of social media. Share out that stream, whether it be on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Tumblr, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever social media platforms that you may use. Please make sure you go and share out the stream. Yes, DD, you should share it out. It should be a known thing by now that if you are in the chat, you should be sharing it out. Please make sure you share it out. Let everybody know that DJ Storms is live on YouTube. You got to get a little DJ Storms in their life. Everybody needs a little dose of DJ Storms in their life, okay? Everybody needs a little dose. Please make sure, if you haven't already done so, to share it out. Hit the subscribe button. And hit that notifications bell with a huge coup de grace. That way you will know whenever I pop up on YouTube. Because whenever I pop up on YouTube, baby, even though we won't have many people here tonight, baby, it is the best time to be on YouTube. Let's be real. It's the only time you're going to get to see this glorious sideburn chin strap combination and this beautiful mustache right here. Earl Cole is live on YouTube, so he won't get to see this, but I'm probably going to visit him in a little bit. Please make sure that you share out the stream, hit the notifications bell, because, again, the only time you're going to get to see this glorious sideburn chin strap combo, this beautiful mustache, and we're going to light it up right here on the channel on a Thursday. NXT sucks, but we're going to light it up on the channel right here with a little and a dash of and a whole lot of Cause like Campbell's soup, I'm so good. Everybody wants a piece of Storm's my stuff. Even doing reviews and previewing predictions for shows that absolutely suck dick. To be quite honest with you, I would rather stare at a cat's anus than talk about NXT, but I'm here anyway. I'm sacrificing my Thursday evening, my precious Thursday evening for you guys. You're welcome. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go invade Earl's channel. Let's see what we got over here. I'm pulling it up. Here we go. Earl's channel right here. He's talking about Double or Nothing. Here we go. We got Cherry and Christina Diva. They're on the show. Hang on a minute. Let me do something right here. Here we go. I'm live on YouTube now, and I wanted to stop by. Come on. To stop by and say hi. Earl Cole just lost himself. Earl Cole, I don't know what happened to you, Earl. Earl, you lost yourself. Hey yo, Christina and Cherry. I'm live on YouTube right now, and I'm invading your fucking channel and your stream with Earl. What's going on, Earl? What's going on? Earl's gone. Christina, Cherry, come on. Unbelievable. Man, he's having technical difficulties. Maybe we'll come back to this. Hang on. Oh, Squishy. Fucking Top Rope Squishy's live with Courtney Holland right now. Hold on a minute. Let me join in Squishy's chat. I'm live on YouTube too. I'm invading this chat right now. Storms Takeover Bay. There you go. We got, who else is on here? We got, Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Listen. Wait. What? Well, I don't know. What Squishy, you're going to have to fill me in. Why does Squishy have a Band-Aid on her chin? I'm having more fun doing this shit than I am actually talking about NXT. Why does Squishy have a Band-Aid on her chin? LMFAO. She just said, hold on a minute. Squishy just said she burnt her chin eating pizza, and she has a fucking Band-Aid. Oh, look at this shit. Look at Squishy. She has a Band-Aid on her chin because she burnt her chin eating pizza. Hold on a minute. The chat is blocking Squishy. Here, hang on a minute. Take a look at Squishy over here. She burnt her chin eating pizza. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm promoting everyone else's channels more than I am my fucking own. It's not. And let's go back to Earl. Is Earl back? Yeah, is Earl back? Earl had to end the stream. Earl had to legit end the stream. I don't know what the fuck happened. What happened with Earl? What happened with Earl? What the fuck happened with Earl? Oh my God. What the fuck happened with Earl, man? The technical difficulties, man. I'm telling you. Earl, I love you, man. You got to get better Wi-Fi. I'm telling you. You need the better Wi-Fi. I'm just telling you. You need the better Wi-Fi, Earl. I'm just pointing out there. Where was I? I invaded a couple channels. You know what? I think I'm going to stay in Squishy's channel. I think I may stay in Squishy's channel for the entire fucking time that I'm on here live. Where is he? Where is he? Come on. Where's Squishy's channel again? Top Rope Squishy. I lost her because I X'd that out of the fucking video because I'm a dumbass. Psycho Dad Jesse, how you doing? I'm invading Squishy's channel. She burnt her chin eating pizza. It's fucking amazing right here. What kind of Band-Aid does she have? Can someone point out what type of fucking Band-Aid Squishy has on her fucking chin? It's ridiculous. This little Latina munchkin over here. Unbelievable. I'm leaving the stream on while I'm streaming. Fuck it. But NXT. We're here to talk about NXT. We had our fun. We got to talk about NXT now. Unfortunately, even though NXT sucks dick. This match was actually announced this past Tuesday. Again, I did not watch this past Tuesday, but this match was announced. It is Legado del Fantasma. This is Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, the former Raul Mendoza, and Joaquin Wilde. They're taking on Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stacks Lorenzo, and Troy Two Dimes Donovan. Now, I have not seen enough of Stacks and Two Dimes, so I do not know anything about them. They did look pretty decent against Malik Blake and Idris Enofe not that long ago, but that's the only match that I've actually seen them in. So I don't really know what they're all about. I don't really know what they're doing. I don't really know how well they're going to perform in a ring, especially at a high level like this, because this is a high level match. So I don't know what we're walking into. They held their own, but we're going to have to watch. We're going to have to watch, and we're going to have to see what happened. We're going to have to see how things play out. But based on everything that's been going on, and considering the fact that Santos Escobar, he's been getting the one-up on Tony D'Angelo for the most part, I actually think Tony D'Angelo is going to take the win here. If all goes well and Stacks and Two Dimes really are good in the ring, if they are on the level of Tony D'Angelo is not the best. He's not there yet. He's going to get better, though. But if they're on the level of D'Angelo, where they can at least hold themselves in the ring at a high level pay-per-view, in a high-level match, then we should be on the verge of a decent six-man tag. So ultimately, I'd like to hope for the best here. So I'm actually going to go with Tony D'Angelo and his family getting the win over here. I'm going with D'Angelo, Stacks, and Two Dimes to get the win here, mainly because of the fact that Santos Escobar and Legado del Fantasma, they've been getting the one-up on Tony D'Angelo and his faction for quite some time now. And considering that Tony D'Angelo, he is on the rise right now, if I am booking this and I'm really going to make Tony D'Angelo the Don of NXT, I'm having D'Angelo be the guy to take that title off of Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker right now, he is stuck in a horrendous fucking feud right now with Joe Gacy. I could not give two shits about this feud, and I absolutely do not fucking care one single bit. Joe Gacy is just falling off the rails. I got people talking to me in this chat. Anna Lopez, what's up? What's up? Hope you are well. There you go. Anna Lopez, I hope to see you in the chat too. Well, we're getting a little more people in here. So, as far as this six-man tag team match goes, I assume it should be a decent six-man tag team match. I'd like to hope for the best, and I'd like to hope that Stacks and Two Dimes will be able to hold themselves in a high-level match. And in the end, I absolutely see Tony D'Angelo winning this. I don't know where the fuck Santos Escobar goes. The only place I can see Santos Escobar going in NXT is a potential North American Championship match. I don't even think they're going to give him a North American Championship reign, if I'm going to be quite honest. If I'm booking this, I'm bringing Legado del Fantasma up to the main roster. I am putting Santos on SmackDown with Legado del Fantasma, and I am booking Santos against Ricochet for the Intercontinental Championship. That right there is a match of the year waiting to happen if they want it to be. I'm absolutely booking those two in a match for the Intercontinental Championship, and I'm giving Santos Escobar the fucking title. So I am going with Tony D'Angelo, Stacks, and Two Dimes to get the win over here. Gigi Dolan and JC Jane of Toxic Attraction. They are the women's tag team champions of NXT, that is. Why do we have NXT Women's Tag Team Championships? I don't fucking know. But they're taking on Casey Catanzaro, or Katana Chance, as she now is called. I love Casey, but I don't understand why they changed the fucking name. It's fucking stupid. But Katana Chance and Caden Carter, they are fighting for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. And again, I don't understand how anyone could care. I don't give a shit, and it's not like the NXT Women's Tag Team titles mean anything to begin with. But if I'm going to be real here, not that it means anything, but Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, they do not need the tag team championships anymore. If I'm booking this, I am absolutely giving those championships to Katana Chance and Casey Catanzaro. Absolutely, I am giving those championships to them. They have stayed in NXT, and they've been with NXT for a good while now, at least 3 to 4 years now, going on 5 years. So if I'm booking this, I am absolutely giving them their just due. I'm absolutely giving them their just due. They've waited long enough for their opportunity. And again, like I said, it's not like those titles mean anything, because whoever gets those championships ultimately is going to have, it's ultimately going to be a meaningless title reign anyway. They're ultimately going to have no competition but makeshift tag teams that they throw together out of thin air. Because that's pretty much what the women's tag team title division is on both Raw, SmackDown, and now NXT. So I don't understand how anyone could give a single fuck about this. But at the end of the fucking day, I would absolutely give those championships to Katana Chance and Caden Carter. And I actually hope that is the plan. That's what I'm going with. If I'm booking this, I am sending Gigi Dolan and JC Jane to the main roster where they can compete for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. If you really want to have a Toxic Attraction takeover, if you really want to legitimize Toxic Attraction, keep Mandy Rose in NXT as the NXT Women's Champion, and then bring JC Jane and Gigi Dolan up to the main roster to fight for the not the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships, the main roster, WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. And if I'm booking this, if you're going to do a fucking tournament, I would absolutely give them the championships. Not really like it means anything, but that's just me. That's just me. All Elite Satire is here. Hang on a minute. I don't understand why they even made NXT titles for women instead of dropping the idea of defending the women titles they already had on Raw and SmackDown. It's because they don't care. It's because they don't care, brother. They legitimately don't care at all. But again, if I'm booking this, I am absolutely giving the titles to Katana Chance and Caden Carter because they are well overdue for a big moment. Toxic Attraction, listen, they've done all they could, and you desperately need new women's faces on the main roster. It's not like Gigi Dolan and JC Jane are ready to begin with, but at the end of the fucking day, I mean, you got a fucking better idea? You got a fucking better idea? I don't fucking know. Hoolagrim's in the chat. I appreciate Hoolagrim. Hoolagrim's a good brother. I appreciate Hoolagrim. Considering Hoolagrim, he's joining us on a day in which we're talking about NXT, and no one gives a fuck about NXT, but Hoolagrim, he's a loyal supporter, and I got to shout out Hoolagrim. Hoolagrim is absolutely fucking amazing. Hoolagrim is the fucking man. Hoolagrim is definitely one of my top tier supporters, right underneath Dee and Earl Cole. But yeah, that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Katana Chance and Caden Carter to win the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. What do they do with them afterwards? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. We got Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes versus Carmelo Hayes. This is for the NXT North American Championship. And if I'm going to be real here, I'm going to say this flat out. If there's one consistent positive about NXT, it's the NXT North American Championship title picture. Every single time I see the NXT North American Championship on NXT 2.0, it's always the high spot of the show, legitimately. Always the high spot of the show. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what exactly is the motive behind it all, but let me tell you something. The NXT North American Championship, the fact that it has remained this prestigious even throughout the NXT 2.0 era, I'd say that's a testament to how good the talent is, for sure. Cameron Grimes, I've been a huge advocate for Cameron Grimes. I just typed in, I'm a sports entertainer in Squishy's chat. Well, what's Courtney saying? Courtney's pissed off because she doesn't like the Jericho Appreciation Society. Oh, wait, Courtney, are you telling me that you're not a fan of sports entertainment? Courtney, are you a fan of sports entertainment? Because I'm a fucking sports entertainer. I could be a great fucking sports entertainer, okay? The Jericho Appreciation Society, for 12 weeks, the standard bearer of sports entertainers. Fucking hell. Who doesn't like wizards? Hang on a minute. I'm pointing out there. I'm a wizard. I typed in, I'm a fucking wizard in the chat. I'm having more time in fucking Squishy's chat. Than I am here. That's how little people give a shit about NXT. I am live on the rundown. We're supposed to be talking about NXT, and we're in Squishy's chat. We're invading the fucking chat. It's fucking unreal. Anyway, we got Cameron Grimes and Carmelo Hayes. Like I said, the NXT North American Championship title picture, absolutely the brightest spot on NXT. I've been a huge advocate for Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes is absolutely one of the best workers that company fucking has. He is legitimately the hick version of AJ Styles and Bryan Danielson combined into one. He could have a great match with anybody. Everything he touches turns to gold. Doesn't matter who the fuck you put him in the ring with, he can work with legitimately anyone. That's a testament to how good Cameron Grimes is. Cameron Grimes, absolutely one of the most underappreciated stars in professional wrestling right now. And I'm loving his North American Championship title reign. He's been putting on nothing but fucking bangers ever since he became North American Champion. And I don't expect anything different here. The only thing that confused me is the fact that they did the triple threat match with Solo Sikoa, Carmelo Hayes, and Cameron Grimes at Spring Break-In a month ago, yet they're doing the one-on-one match with Carmelo Hayes and Cameron Grimes here. I don't understand why we didn't do Cameron Grimes and Carmelo Hayes at Spring Break-In. Solo Sikoa would have gotten involved, and then the triple threat match would have ultimately come to be at the special event, the special NXT Premium Live event. They did it ass backwards. They really did it ass backwards. But let me tell you something. Cameron Grimes is a fucking beast. And Carmelo Hayes, he's up there too. Carmelo Hayes and Cameron Grimes, if these guys are not future pillars of the company, if these guys are not on Raw, on SmackDown, putting on bangers, fighting for U.S. titles, IC titles, even world titles, if these guys are not on Raw and SmackDown in prominent roles, just like Matt Riddle is, just like Cody Rhodes is, just like Roman Reigns is, then someone backstage, whoever is booking the show, obviously it's Bruce, he needs to be fucking fired. Needs to be fucking fired immediately. These two are two future pillars of the fucking company, and in no way, shape, or form should these guys fail. And if they fail, again, it just goes to show you how little WWE gives a shit about their audience. But Cameron Grimes and Carmelo Hayes, I'm actually going to call it right now. I think that this is going to be the match of the night. I actually think this is going to be the match of the night, hands fucking down. It's going to be Cameron Grimes, and it's going to be Carmelo Hayes, easily. Cameron Grimes and Carmelo Hayes is going to be the match of the night. Now, who wins? There's no reason to put that title back on Carmelo Hayes. If I'm booking this, Carmelo Hayes would absolutely move up. Carmelo Hayes would absolutely be a contender for Bron Breakker. You could either go with Carmelo Hayes or you could go with Tony D'Angelo. Whichever way you decide to go, one of those two could easily become the next NXT champion. That's how good they are. But I don't know. Tony D'Angelo, he kind of fits more in the NXT North American Championship title picture, but Carmelo Hayes, absolutely, he should move up. Carmelo Hayes should absolutely move up into the NXT Championship title picture, fighting Bron Breakker, hands fucking down. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I'm going to call it right down the middle. Cameron Grimes retains, and he has Solo Sikoa in his future. It would make no sense for Cameron Grimes to lose to Carmelo Hayes, only to have Carmelo Hayes drop to Solo Sikoa. Because Solo Sikoa, if he's not winning the NXT North American Championship, then you gotta fucking do something else with him that's just as relevant. Easily. The best thing that they could possibly do, I would love to see Solo Sikoa on SmackDown. Are they advocating for Solo Sikoa on SmackDown? Is he going to join the Bloodline? I would love to see that. If we get Solo Sikoa joining the Bloodline and winning the Intercontinental Championship from Ricochet, I would fucking mark out for that. I think that would be a phenomenal fucking idea. Get him on SmackDown, and let's see what we can do there. Let's see Solo Sikoa win the IC title from Ricochet, and the Bloodline holds all the gold on SmackDown. I want to see that. But I got Cameron Grimes retaining this, and I'm calling this to be the match of the night. The Creed Brothers. Creed Brothers versus Pretty Deadly. It's for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Now, usually, many people would think, oh, by logic, the Creed Brothers have to win this, right? Creed Brothers have to win this because, hey, they've been teasing the Creed Brothers winning the tag team titles. They've pushed them to the titles a few times. They got to win it. This is their third opportunity, right? I don't think so. Unfortunately, I feel like they're going to shaft the Creed Brothers again. Unfortunately, I honestly believe that they are absolutely going to fuck over the Creed Brothers a third time, and they're legitimately going to make the Creed Brothers, they're going to make the fucking Creed Brothers NXT tag team version of Braun Strowman, where they can't win the big one, unfortunately. I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to fucking happen. But that's where I feel as though they're headed. Oh, DJ, how are they going to do that? Unfortunately, I have a feeling that they're going to fuck over the Creed Brothers, and we're going to have Roderick Strong and Damon Kemp, who is the brother of the newly signed Olympian, Gable Steveson. I don't know where the fuck Gable Stevenson's going to fit in here. I'm not sure how long Gable Stevenson's been training. I'm not sure when Gable Stevenson's going to make his debut on the main road. You know that he's getting drafted. He got drafted to Monday Night Raw in the fucking draft. You know for a fact that they are going to push him up the ladder. They are desperately looking for their next Kurt Angle. Now, Damon Kemp, I don't know. He's not terrible, but I don't know if he's going to have that same impact as Gable Steveson. Gable Steveson, his brother, clearly has the name value. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen with Damon Kemp, but as far as the Creed Brothers go, unfortunately, they've been teasing the split from Diamond Mine. And unfortunately, I think we are indeed looking at the Creed Brothers getting fucked over, perhaps, by Roderick Strong. I don't want it to happen. I really don't want it to happen. I don't want the Creed Brothers to become the new version of Braun Strowman. I don't want the Creed Brothers to be looked at as nothing more than one-hit wonders. But after everything that they've been through, and especially the story that they've been telling, it really does seem as though the Creed Brothers are not going to win this. I want them to win this. I think they damn sure deserve the win, and they should absolutely get the victory here and the NXT Tag Team Championships. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I got Pretty Deadly in this, unfortunately. I don't even know who's going to take those titles from Pretty Deadly. If it's not the Creeds, I don't know who. Now, they've been pushing some tag teams here and there. I mean, maybe do we see a match with Legado del Fantasma and Pretty Deadly? I don't know. Do we see Stacks and Two Dimes, D'Angelo's family? Do we see them fight for the tag team titles? They got a win over Malik Blake and Idris Enofe, who in themselves, they're actually very good. So I don't know. I don't know which way they're going. I really don't know which way they're going. Everything's a big question mark with NXT, but everything that happened with the Creed brothers and the Tag Team Championships, everything that's going on with the storyline right now, everything just points to the Creed brothers losing, unfortunately. I don't want it to happen, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with Kit Wilson and Elton Prince here, or Sam Stoker and Lewis Howley. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go Pretty Deadly right here. Pretty Deadly are retaining the NXT Tag Team Championship on Saturday evening. Mandy Rose versus the female Orange Cassidy who wrestles in her fucking pajamas, Wendy Chu. Speaking of the NXT Women's Division, Cora Jade blocked me. I'm actually shocked it took her this long. I actually thought that she was going to block me the moment that I called her out for being terrible in the fucking ring. Who would have thought? Who would have fucking thought? Cora Jade blocked me. Well, I mean, it's not like I said anything about her that wasn't true. She fucking sucks. She's an entitled bitch. She's an entitled bitch that comes from the most liberal fucking town on the planet, Chicago, Illinois. She don't know jack shit about life, and she sucks in the ring and on the microphone. She ain't ready for TV. I'm surprised because she's got a boyfriend in Blake Christian who is so fucking good at what he does. Blake Christian is fucking great at what he does, and he's not rubbing off on Cora Jade at all. You have to imagine they work out or at least train together. Holy shit, Cora Jade fucking sucks. Hey, I'm sorry. Sorry, Jade. I wear that shit like a badge of honor, so I could not give two single shits. Cora Jade's fucking terrible. She really is. Cora Jade sucks. But she blocked me. Won't be the first, and it certainly won't be the last. It hasn't been the first, and it certainly won't be the last. I will be blocked by many others who can't handle the truth that expectorates from my mouth. Remember, people, I'm the closest thing that there is to God. But Mandy Rose and Wendy Chu, I really don't give. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I'm sorry. I could not give a single fucking shit. I don't. I really don't. I don't understand how anyone could give a shit about this. I don't. This shit sucks. Shit fucking sucks. The NXT Women's Division is undoubtedly the worst women's division on the planet right now. And that is fucking sad to say. That is sad to say considering how good it was a number of years ago and how great Triple H made it out to be. When you had women like Dakota Kai, Athena, Tegan Nox was in there. You had Candice LeRae in there. You had Io Shirai at the top of her game. Now, Io Shirai, she's fucking lost in catering. I would not be shocked. We haven't seen Io Shirai since NXT Stand and Deliver at the beginning of April. That was on my birthday, by the way, April 2nd. We have not seen Io Shirai since April 2nd. We haven't seen her in 2 fucking months to today. Where the fuck is she? She's in catering, awaiting that oh-so-fateful call from, "My name is Mr. John Laurinaitis. I am the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations and the creator of the greatest ideology in professional wrestling, and that is people power." She's waiting to hear that call from Johnny smoking 5 packs of cigarettes, people power voice. He's waiting in the wings to give Io Shirai that oh-so-faithful call. She's going to be landing right in the arms of Tony Khan, and the NXT Women's Division is pretty much going to be alive and well in the AEW Women's Division. Telling you right now, Io Shirai is on the verge of getting cut. I don't want it to happen. I don't. But unfortunately, that's where it's headed. Don't want it to happen, but unfortunately, that's where it's headed. This is garbage. It's fucking garbage. I really don't want. I really don't give a shit. Oh, look at this. Earl Cole. Earl Cole's back live. Here we go. Hang on. I'm back in the chat, baby. Here we go. I'm back in the chat, baby. Here we go. Yeah, back in the chat, baby. Here we go. We got Earl Cole, Cherry, and Christina Diva. They're all fantastic at what they do. Live on YouTube right now. I'm promoting Earl's channel. I'm promoting Squishy's channel. You're welcome, by the way. You're welcome, by the way. I'm the nicest fucking... Everyone wants to say I'm a piece of shit. I'm the nicest fucking guy in this fucking community. Live on YouTube myself. Want to stop by and say that you guys are doing great. By the way, Christina, if you're listening here, Christina, you look great with the long hair. Christina has wonderful hair. I'm just too nice sometimes. I really am. Anyway, Wendy Chu. I wish I could hop on a train and go choo away so I don't have to review this fucking terrible show come Sunday. Because I'll be going live on Sunday. I'll be going live on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday again. I got the LFU on Saturday in 2 days. Then I got the Rewind Sunday afternoon for NXT in Your House. And then I got the Rewind for Hell in a Cell on Monday afternoon. Unfucking real. Unfucking believable. Who was he? We're getting an argument over here. I'm trying to listen and I'm doing the show at the same time. It's unreal. Wendy Chu and Mandy Rose, I could not give a single fucking shit. Here's the thing. Wendy Chu, I've said it once before. Wendy Chu isn't even bad in the ring. Wendy Chu isn't even a bad professional wrestler. But this fucking gimmick. I don't know why we have to go with these cheesy gimmicks that don't get us anywhere. This gimmick that Wendy Chu has right now is undoubtedly one of the worst gimmicks. It may be on the same level as Happy Corbin. Actually, you know what? Happy Corbin may even be worse than what Wendy Chu is doing. Wendy Chu is somehow bearable because Happy Corbin is just so fucking bad. Something tells me, I don't know what, but something tells me that they're going to feed Mandy Rose as many people as possible because they want to have Mandy Rose go down as the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion of all time. I don't know what it is, but something tells me that because Vince McMahon just wants to fucking erase everything that Triple H created, something fucking tells me that he wants to make Mandy Rose the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion just so she could surpass Asuka's record. So that way we have someone in Vince McMahon's NXT that is the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion and pretty much eclipses everything that Asuka has done. It's either that or fire Asuka. And they can't fucking afford to fire Asuka because if they fire Asuka, that's yet another big name in the women's division lost. And you know that Asuka would go right to fucking AEW, and she'd light that shit on fire. She can go to AEW, Impact, NWA. She would light the world on fucking fire, and we'll see the old version of Asuka. We'll see Kana. We'll see Kana back. They can't afford to let Asuka go. So it's either they release Asuka or they make Mandy Rose the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion, and that's what I feel as though we're headed towards. They're legitimately trying to feed Mandy Rose everyone possible. I don't even think Roxanne Perez, who I'm predicting to win the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament next Tuesday on NXT, I don't even think she is going to beat Mandy Rose. Nikita Lyons, she's actually confirmed that she's currently out with a torn MCL. Now, I don't know if it's a complete tear or a partial tear, but that's a big blow to the NXT Women's Division because Nikita Lyons was legitimately the only good thing about the NXT Women's Division right now. Legitimately the only good thing. They're legitimately going to throw everyone that they possibly can in front of Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose ultimately will go down as the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion of all time. I don't know why. I just feel it in my gut. I just feel it in my fucking bones that they're going to go that route. Don't know why, but I just fucking feel it. They're not putting that title on Nikita Lyons anytime soon, and you know that Nikita Lyons is their next in line. Nikita Lyons is set to be the new queen over there. Since she's out with an injury, Mandy Rose, she ain't losing that title any fucking time soon. No time soon. I'm going with Mandy to retain. I really am. Something tells me, I don't know why, something tells me this is probably going to be the worst match of the night. Again, I don't even know why I'm even going to bother covering this, but holy shit, man. I don't know. I just don't know. I really don't know. I'm very, very, very skeptical about the entire thing, and if I'm going to be quite honest here, I just can't wait for this show to be over. I'm actually more excited about Hell in a Cell than I am NXT in your house. I'm actually more excited about Hell in a Cell because we have fucking Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins on Sunday. I got Mandy Rose retaining here. Take a sip of my ice water. Yes, I'm well aware that was more than just a sip. Bron Breakker. Bronathan Breakker versus Joseph Gacy. It's for the NXT Championship. But if Bron Breakker gets disqualified, he will lose the NXT Championship. I don't give a shit. I really do not give a shit. They have taken Joe Gacy, who was actually the best thing on NXT at one point with Harland, and I've seen so many people, and it's not just me. It's really not just me. It's a lot of fucking people. A lot of fucking people, podcasters and content creators who are bigger and smaller than I am, YouTubers, even plain old wrestling fans that just watch because they're wrestling fans. Everyone's been saying the same thing about Joe Gacy. Bray Wyatt cosplay. Bray Wyatt cosplay. He's a dollar store Bray Wyatt. He's Bray Wyatt 2.0. Bray Wyatt, Bray Wyatt, Bray Wyatt, Bray Wyatt. They've been making all the comparisons to Bray Wyatt, which, by the way, Bray Wyatt is actually teased that he's going to return to professional wrestling. So I don't know what's going on there, but if Bray Wyatt's returning to pro wrestling under a new gimmick, a new name, I don't know where he's going to debut. I don't know what they're going to do, but let me tell you something. Bray Wyatt, when he inevitably fucking returns, I'm telling you, he is absolutely going to take professional wrestling by storm. And I actually can't wait to see him return. I think it's going to be great. But everyone's been saying the same thing. Everyone's been saying the same thing. It is nothing more than a rip-off of Bray Wyatt, Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy is nothing but a rip-off of Bray Wyatt. I don't give a shit. I don't understand why anyone would give a shit. And to be quite honest with you, I cannot wait for this feud to be over. I can't wait for this feud to be over, and I am very, very happy that this could potentially be the last match between these two. I don't even know what the fuck is going to happen with Joe Gacy afterwards. To be quite honest, I don't give a shit. I would not be shocked if Joe Gacy is actually Gonzo. If Harland was fired, I would not be shocked if Joe Gacy is on the chopping block too. Because there's just no value in Joe Gacy anymore. He's a decent wrestler, but this gimmick, it went from shitty to great and then back to shitty again. So at the end of the day, this is all a waste of time with Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy is merely a chew toy for the Pitbull, the dog-faced gremlin that is Bron Breakker. And by the way, the stipulation, I'm telling you, this stipulation, if said individual gets disqualified or counted out or whatever fucking deal, if he loses his cool, he will lose the championship. That shit right there is perhaps one of the worst stipulations ever. That right there is up there with Beat the Clock Challenge. That right there is up there with a lumberjack match. That right there is up there with fucking generic 8-man tag or 10-man tag with no story behind it. That shit is up there with the worst stipulations in professional wrestling of all time. The fucking, if said superstar gets disqualified, he loses his title, that is one of the worst, top 5 easily, maybe even top 3, worst stipulations in professional wrestling of all fucking time. That shit needs to fucking die. That shit needs to be put away, locked in a fucking crate, and thrown in the fucking basement, never to be seen again. That stipulation fucking sucks. Bron Breakker has looked like the complete fucking dork this entire fucking feud. Joe Gacy has been playing cat and mouse with Bron Breakker. He's been doing a Bray Wyatt cosplay. And Bron Breakker, in the middle of all this, Bron Breakker was very good for the short amount of time that he's been there. Bron Breakker was very good, has been treated like a fucking bum. He's been treated like a fucking dork. I don't give a single fuck about this match. Could be decent, but the story that they've been telling has been terrible. I'm sorry. I'm calling it right here. I don't expect this to play out any other way than Bron Breakker winning. There's no reason why Joe Gacy... And by the way, I actually heard that Zach Gibson and James Drake, they're the ones that are underneath the hoods. They're the druids for Joe Gacy. Holy shit. What a fucking downgrade for them. A team that could easily rival the Young Bucks. A team that could rival the Usos. A team that could rival Imperium when they were around. A team that could fucking rival the New Day. They could fucking rival Jurassic Express, FTR, Team Taz, any of these fucking tag teams. And they're Santana and Ortiz. And they're stuck in fucking druid costumes cosplaying as these fucking maniacal demonic servants for a Bray Wyatt cosplay. For a fucking dollar store Bray Wyatt. That's exactly what they are. Meanwhile, they're one of the best tag teams in the world. That is fucking pathetic. That is fucking sad. Easily, Bron Breakker retains. Don't really need to say too much about that. We got through this one pretty quick. We didn't even go an hour. Why? Because NXT sucks. And we didn't really get that big of a turnout, but let me tell you something. I greatly appreciate those who stopped by. Thank you, Hoolgrim. Thank you to Didi. Thank you to Michael Vasquez. Thank you to Mr. All Elite Satire. Greatly appreciate it. I don't really see you too much in the chat, All Elite Satire. All Elite Satire, you should stop by the chat more often. You really should. You should stop by the chat more often. But I really appreciate you. I appreciate Psycho Dad Jesse, too. Psycho Dad Jesse, he's a good brother. Greatly appreciate him, too. Thank you all for joining. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. You guys have been fantastic, and I really do hope that you guys have a great week. Please do not forget to check out all of the links in the description. Please do not forget to follow me on all social media platforms in the description. Check out the rewind for Double or Nothing if you missed it. That's in the description. The rundown for Hell in a Cell with Jay Alletto. That's in the description. LFU is on Saturday. We're talking about the magnificent fucking work of MJF and Tony Khan fooling us all. We all thought MJF was the spoiled prick, was an impatient dickwad, but it was all a fucking work. We are headed down the road towards the summer of MJF, where MJF is going to have his CM Punk Money in the Bank 2011 incident. I am telling you, it is going to be fucking amazing. It is going to be fucking amazing. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. Really, it is. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about no clear plans for the NXT, or the WWE rather. I mean, there's no clear plans for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles anyway, but there's no clear plan for the the women's. I keep on saying NXT because it's NXT in your house. There's no clear plans for the WWE Women's Tag Team Title Tournament other than it being announced. No plans whatsoever, which is quite pathetic. And at the end of the day, WWE, they look like a bunch of fucking retards, while Sasha Banks and Naomi look like geniuses. We're going to talk about that as well. And Jake Atlas, he got himself into some deep shit. He was arrested because of a couple of battery charges. So Jake Atlas, not too good of a representation. Not too good of a representation for Pride Month, Jake Atlas. Not too good of a representation for Mr. Jake Atlas right there. That's going to be on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Set your calendar dates there. On Sunday the 5th, that is, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, a couple hours before Hell in a Cell, I will be live to review NXT in your house. And we're going to talk about everything that will take place on Saturday evening. And then Sunday evening is Hell in a Cell. And then Monday at 2 p.m., I've taken a personal day from work, and we are going to talk about WWE Hell in a Cell and what we could possibly be on the verge of, the possible match of the year candidate with Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, one of the best Hell in a Cell matches of all time, if they want it to be. So that is going to be on Monday as well. But thank you all for joining. Greatly appreciate all of you for stopping by to hear me rant, hear me rave, see me invade some people's chats, and talk about NXT in your house. I'm DJ Storms. This has been The Rundown. I will catch you all on Saturday for the Lightning Flash update. And remember, people, remember, who runs the IWC? Who runs the IWC? Even on a Thursday, talking about a brand that no one gives a shit about. Who runs the IWC? Who but DJ motherfucking Storms? And I will catch you guys later.